first inductee of our legacy inductee of 2018, I'd like to go ahead and ask if Mr. Bruce Matthews and Clay Matthews Sr. would make their way to the stage, and Junior, make their way to the stage, as they will be. We will be inducting Mr. Clay Matthews Sr. And I'd like to just also say that Mr. McGuire, I think your 5 minutes and 15 seconds was well spent. I think we could take more 5 minutes and 15 seconds for you anytime that you're willing to do that. But as you know, that many times throughout the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame, we love to be able to dig up the archives and start looking at some of the greats that were. And obviously the Matthews family has been synonymous with greatness in the NFL for so many years. And it is just tremendous to see just how generationally they are impacting the NFL, and what a privilege and an honor it is to have Bruce and Clay with us tonight. Please welcome Bruce and Clay.
I'm Clay Jr. I'd like to thank the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame for honoring my dad. I'd also like to, on behalf of the Matthews family, tell you what an honor it is to see the other honorees here. Over the years, we've enjoyed watching and listening, Paul, to, I didn't see you back. Did they put you on before TV, or was that? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, about a year ago, we lost my dad at 88. And when you come out here as a son, my father was a bigger-than-life personality. And he seemed to influence everybody. He influenced us. He influenced everyone he ran into. And football-wise, since we're speaking of football, he influenced 7 of his children, including his grandchildren, to play different players to play in the NFL. And we're proud of that. And he never did it by asking or pushing or demanding that we play. We became players because simply we wanted to be like him. I'll give you a little story, and then Bruce will fill in from there. Was the first football team I was on, I had a good friend on the team, and he had decided to quit. And so I came home and I go, Dad, incidentally, I think I'm quitting football. And my dad very simply said, look, we Matthews, we don't quit. We don't quit anything. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to play football. Whatever you choose to do, though, you put your heart and soul into it, and you don't quit. And I think all of us have followed that and had pretty good results because of that. Thank you. Hey, I'm Bruce Matthews, youngest and best looking of Clay's children. But man, what an honor to be here. And I offer my congratulations, along with Clay, to the other honorees, and just want to share how humbled we are to be here and to have the opportunity to talk about our dad. Like my older brother said, he truly was larger than life. He was all about doing the right thing, integrity, and commitment. And an example of that is our mother, Daisy Matthews. My dad and Daisy were married for 30 years. She passed away during my rookie year in 1984. A couple years later, he married Carolyn, and they were married 31 years before he passed last year. And I'd like for my stepmother, Carolyn, to stand up and have y'all recognize her, please. But just what an awesome legacy about what my dad was all about. I mean, to put it as shortly as possible, he truly was a badass. My dad was the heavyweight Golden Gloves champion of Georgia, in 1948 and 1949. At Georgia Tech, he was, I don't know what the name of the conference was, but he was a heavyweight wrestling champion as well. He played in the NFL. He was CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and he raised, obviously, a bunch of good-looking boys and one daughter. And like my brother said, his rules were simple. It was, if you start something, you finish it. You're not going to quit. Whatever you do, do it full speed. And lastly, do whatever the coach tells you. And it's amazing how much he has impacted myself and my brothers, but also the grandsons, and so much of the Matthews name and the pride that we have in it comes from what my dad instilled in us. And that's why we're so humbled to be here today and to be able to share in this great award and being part of the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. So thank you all very much, and thank you for the honor.